Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Transport Fever. And while I was sitting here waiting for me to make enough money to actually do this, I figured, you know what I could do? I could do a time lapse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hold the camera on this train like this. I'm going to sit it about here, and then I'm going to just record for a while. I'm not going to talk or anything. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to record for a while, and then we're going to use a time lapse, and then once we've paid off a bit of our loan, I'll slow the video back down, back to normal speed. So this is kind of an experiment for me. I've never done this sort of thing, so I'm hoping it works out. So enjoy the show. Okay, it looks like we need to make some changes here. Some of our road vehicles need to be replaced, so I'm going to slow down time here just a little bit. We will continue our time lapse here. Maybe we'll change the angle we do it at. Try to ship more stuff. Okay, so a lot of our road vehicles are becoming old, and this is something I actually was kind of anticipating. So we're going to go in here and we're going to go to our details. We're going to be replacing the vehicles. We're going to just set it to the regular old horse. We're going to turn on auto replacement at 100%, and they should start to replace themselves with these vehicles whenever they get too old. And we're going to do that for all of our train routes. This is something I had meant to do, but I'd kind of just forgot to do it. And we will set this. This is also another passenger line, and we will set auto replacement on, and they will replace when they're old enough. Similarly, we will do this again with these guys. We're going to set you to be auto replaced with this vehicle. Auto replacement on. Okay. And they should all replace themselves. Then we're going to go to the food trucks. We're going to pretty much go through all of our road vehicle lines and set up the automatic replacement for them. And these are going to want to be food. And I will set on the auto replacement. And then I want to set up for the tram too. I actually might even, while I'm here, I might even add some extra trams, but we'll set this to be auto replacement as well. These bus routes, I suppose there is no harm in setting it up for these guys too, because we don't want our vehicles to be too old, because I think the vehicles that get old start to have problems. Like I don't know if they start to break down, but they start getting expensive to keep running. Because I think that's supposed to simulate like this is an old vehicle, it needs to be renewed. On replace now. Okay, there we go. And then the final one is these trams. I want to set up the WC tram one line, and you're going to be horse trams on auto replace. Okay. So that's going to be all of those replacing. The trains I will replace manually as things get different, as things change. So we have gone through, let me have a look here at Fort Lauderdale. It actually kind of looks like, we can check our profitability here. Let's go in here and look at our charts. Finances, is there a way to see our charts tracks? See, these are our tracks, we haven't built much in a while. Is there a way to see our finances in a bar chart form? No, but it looks like we are making about 300k per year, which is a decent chunk of money. So shall we go to be a time lapse again? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off all of these little symbols. I'm going to find a nice angle. Perhaps this angle over here is a good one. You can see the train passing in the background. I'll speed up time. I will have this open keep an eye on the profitability. Could I put it somewhere that's less intrusive? Maybe over here. And then I'll speed up time and we'll go back into time-lapse mode. So, see you later. Alrighty then, we are back now. So let's slow down time here and talk about what's changed through that time lapse. Let's flick on back all this stuff so that we can see what's going on. So as you can see, the town has further developed a little bit. It's kind of static. It's not getting supplied as much as it needs to increase. But now West Valley City has actually increased quite a decent amount. It's kind of building its own roads and doing its own thing. But yeah, we managed to pay off 2.5 million off of our debt, which means we have 2.5 million essentially to improve this line. So if we have a look here, the food truck line, this is a 9-minute line. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start using all this money that we banked up and we're going to start extending it. So this is going to be upgraded to a 2-track platform. These are some expensive upgrades, but they're going to be worth it. I'm going to retake some of this loan because we've managed to bring the loan down, and that's what we were doing. We were kind of banking up money to use to upgrade this. So we're going to be making this a lot bigger. We're going to go through, actually the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to each one of these things, and we're going to upgrade them to 2 line stations, and it'll make sense why we're doing this in a little minute. And we're also going to want to upgrade this one. And that pretty much wiped out 500k money, but that's okay because we still have more money to dip into the loan. We still have 2 million more more credit that we've banked up. Wait, where are you going? I think I might have confused this train a little bit by modifying the tracks, but that should be fine. I'm going to make sure he goes to the right place. The performance has probably dipped. West Valley City, okay, he's heading over there. That's exactly what we want. So, the right-hand in sort of thing is something we want to fix now. So something we want to do is we want to create a crossover here. And we want a counter crossover of the same variety. Why are you being weird? Too much curvature, duplicate line segment? That's not correct. Let me delete this. Try this again. We'll come out to about here. 60 is a good speed. All right, and then we want to do the same thing. Okay. So if we look now, these are cross-roaded or cross-linked things. So what's going to be happening is they're going to be moving along this track. They're going to hit this. We're going to drive right past this station as the goal. Then when they get to here, they're going to want to switch lines again when they come back out. Like so. Okay, now we want to do the signaling. We'll go in here, we'll grab signals. So this will dictate how you guys do things. Want to place them on the outside. If you want to do right-hand drive, you want to place the signals on the outsides of the track. Oh, I forgot to connect this. Was this a mistake on my part? I don't know if it was. So if we look at this line now, you can see it's using both tracks. Right now it's driving on the wrong side, but that's totally fine. It'll figure that out in time. You're in here. We'll keep going along. The train will figure out where it needs to be fairly soon. I want to make sure it's actually carrying cargo, because sometimes when you're modifying the lines, the trains get a bit weird. Huh. Okay, so the profitability of this has dipped. I think it was because it got confused. I think it got a little bit confused, but that should be rectified once we get all these things sorted out. Is this town actually? Yeah, okay. So this town is now demanding 100, so I think we can afford to have a second train on this route. We just need to get this all squared away. There's a bit of work involved in this. I want to make sure there's an outline here. And then again, over here. So this is looking good. This is now the correct configuration. Is there food building up here? I'm hoping there is. Is it because there's too much food built here? That's definitely a possibility. So we're going to want a second train now. So let's buy a train. This is going to be the 440, the General. Oh, I need to take out a further loan. So I'm going to grab a little bit more money here to buy this train. I'm going to buy a 440 General with 1, 2, 3, 4 gondolas for grain. That might have been too many. 3 I think is what we can afford right now. But we will hopefully replace that later. And we're going to assign this to the food line. And hopefully this all works out for me. So now we have 2 trains running this line. So the frequency of this food line should, yeah, now it's down to 4 minutes. It used to be 9 minutes, and we just unlocked we would just unlock new cars and stuff like that. Well, at least the horse trolley car, I feel comfortable going into my my tram lines at least, and I'll say to them, hey, look, you guys, you're doing well enough that I can justify the expenditure to set your replacement car to be the horse trolley car. And so the major difference between the horse trolley car and the horse tram is that the horse trolley carries 1 extra passenger and it moves 20 kilometers per hour faster. It costs a little bit more and it has a higher running cost, but it's just a better vehicle, really. So I'm going to set up that as the replacement, and they should replace themselves in due time. Similarly, I'm going to set up the same replacement vehicle over here, the horse trolley car, and auto replacement is on. And I could say replace now, but I'm going to just, I'll save that for later. I'll let them do their thing. So why are you moving slowly? Oh, that's because you're still accelerating. So you're carrying a decent amount of stuff. So hopefully the capacity of these routes will increase. Something else I might need to do, I might need to go in here and get some more road vehicles. These horse vehicles, and I'll set them to food, and then I will set them to the food truck line. And they'll start to transport more of that food over, because we have 2 trains now feeding this station, so we're probably going to need extra trucks to pick up that food. Because there is a lot of food stored up over here to be moved. Now, unfortunately, because we do have 2 trains, their production has fallen quite a bit. So the potential is 48. I wonder why the potential is so low. Potential. I think it might be because I'm not moving enough of this bread. I think that might be the issue. So I might even set up a dedicated train to move the bread. Or the food, rather. Are you on the right track? Yeah, you guys are on the right tracks. I'm hoping this makes this line more profitable. I can't say for certain if it will, though. So he just dropped off a bit of food here. Let's have a look at the old train lines. Now the next I'm going to want to do is I'm probably going to want to upgrade this passenger line. Because It's nearing its capacity. It's carrying 50 out of 56 passengers. Yeah, but the early game of this game is actually really, really slow. And that's really my only major complaint with it. Otherwise, it's a fantastic game. So you just picked up a bunch of bread, right? Yes, you did. So that's good. So hopefully the higher frequency of trains between these stations means I'll make more money. Now, we did kind of just use up all that money, but we were essentially banking up money to improve our lines, right? And I'm really, really hoping that this all works out for me. So this train has just been filled up. That's good. This is what we were hoping for. So the train is filled up and it's going to be dropping off. Now, this train won't be as profitable as the other train because it only has 3 cars of each on it. But as we make more money, we'll be able to rectify that. And in fact, we'll probably be extending this train up to its maximum limit of 160 meters. So a bunch of bread just got dropped off here, which is good. You can actually even see the home value increases quite a lot once you get closer to the train station. And look, you have even people building here annoyingly. So I'm going to probably have to delete some of these houses when I extend this train station later on in the game. A lot of people hanging out here looking for the tram. So I think actually that gives me an inclination that maybe we need more trams over here. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to buy some new trams. I think I will buy 1, 2, 3 new trams and I will assign them to the Florida tram line. The tram lines are profitable if I look at them, but they are not making a huge amount of money, but they are profitable. But these new trams, they're a little bit quicker. They have a little bit more nifty, a little bit quicker. If I click on them, you can see when you compare them to the other ones. For example, here's the older ones. The older ones travel a little quicker. You see he's right on his ass the whole time because he's being held back by him. Okay. I'm also gonna want to go, let's see here, how are you doing? Carrying food, that's good stuff. So I'm hoping that the profitability of this train route has increased, and it looks like it might have. Just a little bit. Carrying a full load, so we're almost carrying full loads on both trains. So I won't quite upgrade them yet. There's a lot of bread here to be moved. I'm gonna upgrade this train. $1.5 million. How much would I need to just replace this train? I need to wait until I have a little bit more money before I can do that. Once this train drops off its load, I might have enough to do it. We'll see. Not quite. But we are moving goods at a good rate now. To the point where actually bread is just almost stacking up here to the point where these guys can't move it quick enough. Almost, we're almost moving bread too quickly. This little guy, he's going quite fast. Carrying a good amount. So are we carrying the capacity that we can? So the potential is 64. I think the real limit here is the amount of bread that we're moving, but I might need to set up a dedicated train just to get that bread out of this station. The real dream would be to set up a West Valley connector connection station. That would be really good. If I could manage that, it would be superb. But I mean, the viability of that is entirely based on the fact of whether or not I have enough money. So is this this is the big train. I want to find the smaller train and see if I can get you to upgrade. So, how do you feel? 587k. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the replacement vehicle. So I could put this really big train, which is much quicker, can carry much more, and I am going to do that. I'm going to put in the 280 Baldwin class. I'm going to add that in. I'm going to get rid of all these gondolas. I'm going to go up to the full 180 meter length, I think is the... So how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll get rid of one of those, and then I'll add one of those. So this is going to be the train that we replace it with. We're going to want to save up a lot of money for this. It's going to be a big train. It'll take some time to get there though, let me tell you. We might even need extra food trucks here, and I will oblige them by purchasing... Oh, we have American horse carts. These are better now. So if we look at the difference again here, we can see these ones travel at 15 kilometers per hour and they carry 4 capacity, whereas these ones carry 5 and they move at 20 kilometers per hour, so they're a little bit better. So I'll tell you what I will do. I'm going to go into the food truck line, and I'm going to say, hey, upgrade over to this cart, and I'm going to say carry food as usual. I'm going to say replace now, so that's going to cost me 72k. But as these trucks hit the station, you'll see the truck. Where is the? Here. So you can see already this one has upgraded. This one coming in right here, road vehicle 16. This one will get upgraded in a moment, and it'll very slightly. Well, I don't even want to say very slightly because it's actually fairly significant the amount it's going to upgrade. An extra, like I don't want to downplay an extra 15 or an extra 30% speed. That's quite a bit. They're going 20 kilometers per hour now, which is a little bit quicker, which means more stuff will be moved. So you're moving on to drop off stuff. So yeah, again, I'm kind of in that holding pattern of waiting for money so that I can upgrade these food trains to really, really get stuff transported. I don't think the passenger trains really need to be upgraded. I think they're actually in a good place right now. They're fairly profitable. Like if we look at the finances of them, yeah, they're making good money. We can actually do that for all these trains too. You can see, oh look, making good money over here, and then this train. You can see the years where it got one drop off, and then you can see the years where it got 2 drop offs. You can see the finances of these trains. This train is brand new, but it's profitable, which is good. It's what you want. So we are making some profit, which is, as I said, it's what you want. If you're not making a profit, what are you doing? The big thing would be getting West Valley City connected up to the train routes. So that's going to be my agenda here. So I'm going to be sticking down I'm going to be sticking down. What I need to do is I need to have a look over here. Where does this need to get to? It needs to get to over here at a good angle. So then I want a freight line. A freight line to here. Then I want to see how much would it cost to connect these two up. That's an expensive route, but it is necessary. So it's going to cost me a couple million to set this up at least. So this is long-term goal sort of stuff. In short term, we need to get these trains upgraded to higher capacity so they're more profitable per run. So that's going to be the big thing. Train 1, how much would it cost me to replace you guys? Let me go into the not the food truck line, the train routes. And I want to see the replacement. How much would it cost me to replace? $5.5 million dues. That's an expensive endeavor. But it will be worth it once we have the money to do it. And you can see we're already making a decent chunk of cash now. It's just a matter of, you can see the profit from these lines are now more consistent. So Fort Lauderdale, you are getting delivered almost as much food as you need. And see these trains, they pass by each other, happy as can be. High five, train high five, as you know. So how much would it be? I want to upgrade this train because I need to get the improvements before I can connect these up. I need this route to be really, really solid and really, like, look at the amount of food this guy is producing. Holy crap, we can't move that much food. We super can't move that much food. But I tell you what, this episode is going to be a little bit weird because there's like time lapses and stuff in it. But I'm going to end it here, and I might do more of those time lapse things. But I think I think it was a pretty interesting way to tackle the having to wait for money to come in thing. But yeah, I'm going to be back in another episode, so I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember, if you want to see more from me, you can subscribe to my channel. If you want to directly support me, please leave a like in the video. And if you want to give me your feedback, go ahead and leave a comment. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.